When oral glucose is administered, it results in a higher secretion of insulin than occurs when an equal load of glucose is given. This effect is referred to as the incretin effect and is markedly reduced in type 2 diabetes. The incretin effect occurs because the gut releases incretin hormones, notably glucagon-like peptide 1, GLP-1, and glucose-dependent insulin-tropic polypeptide in response to a meal. Incretin hormones are responsible for 60 to 70% of postprandial insulin secretion. If we look into their mechanism of action, the incretin mimetics are analogs of GLP-1 that exert their activity by acting as GLP-1 receptor agonists. These agents improve glucose-dependent insulin secretion, slow gastric emptying time, reduce food intake by enhancing satiety, a feeling of fullness, decrease postprandial glucagon secretion, and promote beta cell proliferation. Consequently, weight gain and postprandial hyperglycemia are reduced and HbA1c levels decline. In pharmacokinetic, we should remember that being polypeptides, exenatide and liraglutide must be administered subcutaneously. Liraglutide is highly protein-bound and has a long half-life, allowing for once-daily dosing without regard to meals. Exenatide is eliminated mainly via glomerular filtration and has a much shorter half-life. Because of the short duration of action, exenatide should be injected twice daily within 60 minutes prior to morning and evening meals. A once-weekly extended-release preparation is also available. Exenatide should be avoided in patients with severe renal impairment. The main adverse effects of the incretin mimetics consist of nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and constipation. Exenatide and liraglutide have been associated with pancreatitis as well. Patients should be advised to discontinue these agents and contact their healthcare provider immediately if they experience severe abdominal pain. Liraglutide causes thyroid C-cell tumors in rodents. However, it is unknown if it causes these tumors or thyroid carcinoma in humans. We are now left with oral agents. Let us discuss them ahead now.